Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Foreclosure Help 777, where we talk about everything foreclosure related. And guys, if you need help with your foreclosure or you have questions or comments, you can send me an email. My email address is right here, foreclosurehelp777@gmail.com. And as you know, I fought my own foreclosure from 2011 to 2021. And so I built this channel to help other homeowners. I'm not an attorney. I can't give legal advice. But if you show me your documents and need help with something, I'll be happy to answer your question for you. Today's presentation is one that everyone needs to watch that uses AI to help them with their foreclosure. Okay, so today's presentation is how AI can help or hurt your foreclosure case using artificial intelligence wisely in foreclosure litigation. The Bible verse of the day is Proverbs 14:15. The simple believeth every word, but the prudent man look well to his going. In other words, AI will help you do some things, but it's up to you to use AI the right way because so many things can go wrong. Let's get started in this. Okay, so what AI is good at? AI is your research assistant, not your attorney. AI can help you explain legal terminology, summarize lengthy court opinions, organize timelines, compare documents, draft discovery questions or requests, inconsistencies, find them, create charts and presentations, explain complicated mortgage concepts. The biggest mistake people make, they think AI knows their case. AI only knows what you tell it. It does not automatically know your docket, your exhibits, your loan file, your state law, your judge, missing documents, your local court rules. In other words, garbage in equals garbage out. And AI can be wrong. AI sometimes makes up case law, quotes statutes incorrectly, misstates deadlines, confuses federal and state law, assumes facts not in evidence, never files something just because AI wrote it. Always verify. And don't ask bad questions. There are so many people don't realize this, so this is a very important section. Here's some examples. Here's a bad prompt to ask AI. Write my motion to dismiss. That usually produces a generic legal writing. A better prompt. I'm in Florida. Plaintiff filed foreclosure on January 5th, 2025. Attached is the complaint note, mortgage assignment, and payment history. Analyze standing at inception. Identify evidentiary weaknesses and cite only real Florida appellate cases. Specific questions produce much better answers. Feed AI your evidence. Instead of asking, can I win? Upload the complaint, the note, the mortgage, the assignments, the allonges, the payment history, the notices, the pooling and servicing agreement, if you got it, bankruptcy documents, if that's required, prior court orders. AI can only analyze what it sees. Verify every citation. One fake case can destroy credibility, always. Read the opinion yourself. Verify quotations, confirm citations, make sure the case actually is what AI claims. Cross-reference with Sentient if you're using ChatGPT. Sentient will give you the actual links to each case and tell you if your case is spot on in the correct state and correctly cited. Judges expect accuracy. Don't hide bad facts. Many people ask AI only about the facts that will help them. Instead, act as opposing counsel. What arguments would you make against me? That's one of the best uses of AI. If AI can find weaknesses, so can the bank's attorney. So use AI like a law clerk. A law clerk researches. A judge decides. Likewise, AI researches. You decide. Never let AI make strategic decisions for you. Some great ways to use AI. Examples. Timeline of transfers. Compare note with allonges. Explain PSA provisions. Review payment histories. Draft your discovery. Draft admissions. Create deposition questions. Summarize expert reports. Build presentations. Explain confusing statutes. And then there are dangerous ways to use AI. Don't ask AI, am I guaranteed to win? Write my lawsuit without looking at my documents. Give me cases without checking if they're real. Tell me what the judge will do. AI predicts. Evidence is what proves. Think like a detective. Instead of asking, can I stop foreclosure? Ask, who owned the loan? Who serviced it? When? Who endorsed the note? Who signed the assignment? Was default proven? Was standing established? What evidence is missing? Evidence is what wins cases. My AI workflow. Read every page myself. Highlight inconsistencies. Upload documents. Ask focus questions. Verify every citation. Research independently. Draft documents and proofread everything before filing. Now, AI doesn't know your court's formatting rules. AI writes content. You must format the filing. Think of AI as writing the words, not preparing the final court document. AI often produces single-spaced text, 12-point font throughout, incorrect margins, missing page numbers, improper caption formatting, no certificate of service, incorrect signature blocks, incorrect spacing before headings, headings that don't follow the court rules. So again, you have to do this yourself. AI will not do this for you. Before filing, always check. Correct font required by your court. Many state courts require 14-point type, while many federal courts permit 12-point type. Always verify your local rules. Double spacing for the body text if required. Most do. Proper margins. Correct page numbering. Proper caption, case number, judge assignment, signature block, certificate of service, table of contents if required, table of authorities if required, local rule compliance. You still need word processing software. AI is not a replacement for a word processor. Programs like Microsoft Word, LibreOffice Writer, Apache OpenOffice Writer, Google Docs for many users allow you to apply double spacing, change your fonts, insert page numbers, create headings, build table of contents, generate tables of authorities with additional tools or manual editing, save as PDF before filing. Remember, AI prepares the draft, but you prepare the filing. A beautifully written brief can be rejected if it doesn't comply with the court's formatting requirements. And AI is not an e-filing software. Many people assume AI can prepare a document that's immediately ready to upload to the court. It can't. You still need to review it, format it according to applicable rules, convert it to PDF, and file it through the court's e-filing system, or submit it in the manner required by that court. That would fit naturally after this. Okay, so upload the court rules and judge standing orders. Don't guess what the rules mean. Courts can be confusing. Instead of guessing, upload them to AI and ask questions such as, explain local rule 7.1 in plain English, summarize the filing requirements for motions, what does this rule require me to do, create a checklist from these local rules. Okay, explain this rule if I have no legal background. AI won't replace reading the rules, but it can make them much easier to understand. AI can create helpful checklists, for example, before filing. You can ask AI, correct caption, you can ask it if this is right, correct caption, proper spacing, font requirements, certificate of service, signature, page limits, exhibits labeled correctly, required attachments, filing deadlines. Many mistakes can be avoided with a simple checklist. Let AI review the bank's work. One of AI's greatest strengths is reviewing large amounts of information for inconsistencies. So upload the plaintiff's files. Upload the complaint or motion to dismiss, motion for summary judgment, affidavit, assignments, allonges, payment history, discovery responses, expert reports, exhibits, then ask AI to analyze them. Powerful prompts to ask AI. Review this motion for actual inconsistencies. Sometimes AI will actually find that they misstated case law as well. Compare the affidavit to the attached exhibits and identify any contradictions. List every unsupported statement made by the plaintiff. Identify every place where a legal conclusion is presented without supporting evidence. Compare the complaint to the payment history and identify inconsistencies. Compare the witness affidavit to the business records and identify statements not supported by the records. Identify objections I may raise to this evidence. AI can spot things you might miss. Sometimes AI notices different loan numbers, conflicting dates, missing endorsements, signature inconsistencies, contradictory affidavits, unsupported factual claims, missing exhibits, references to documents that were never attached, different payoff amounts, conflicting default dates, broken change of assignment. So, these don't automatically mean the plaintiff is wrong, but they are exactly the kind of issues you should investigate further. A great rule to remember: don't just use AI to write your documents. Use AI to read theirs. Many homeowners think of AI only as a drafting tool, but in litigation it can be even more valuable as a second set of eyes. Carefully reviewing the other side's filings for inconsistencies, unsupported statements, and issues that deserve closer attention. That's a skill that can benefit both pro se litigants and experienced attorneys alike. Now here are 10 AI prompts that every homeowner should know. Number 1, analyze my complaint. The prompt says, read this foreclosure complaint as if you were the judge. Identify every element the plaintiff must prove and explain whether each allegation is supported by attached evidence. Purpose: learn what the bank must actually prove. The next prompt would be number 2, to find weaknesses. So you want to ask AI, pretend you are defending this foreclosure case. Review these documents and identify every factual inconsistency, missing document, and contradiction or evidentiary weakness. The purpose would be to find issues you may have overlooked. Challenge my position. Here's the prompt. Act as the bank's attorney. What arguments would you make against me? What cases might you rely upon? The purpose would be to prepare for the other side's arguments. Number 4, explain the case. Here's the prompt. Summarize this appellate position in plain English. Explain the facts, issue, holding, reasoning, and why it may or may not apply to my case. The purpose would be to understand case law without getting lost in legal jargon. Compare documents. This is the next one. Compare these 2 assignments, notes, allonges, payment histories. Identify every difference, inconsistency, missing signature, date, discrepancy, or conflicting loan information. The purpose is to spot documentary problems quickly. Build a timeline. Prompt: create a chronological timeline using every data event found in these documents, including transfers, assignments, servicing changes, notices, bankruptcy filings, modifications, payments, defaults, and litigation. The purpose would be timelines often reveal missing links or impossible sequences. Review discovery. And you want to prompt AI by asking, review the plaintiff's discovery responses, identify evasive answers, incomplete responses, objections that may be improper, and documents that appear to be missing. The purpose is to evaluate whether discovery responses are sufficient. Explain mortgage accounting. Prompt would be, review this payment history and explain how each payment was applied to the principal, interest, and escrow, fees, suspense, and corporate advances, and attorney's fees. Identify anything unusual. The purpose would be to understand where your money actually went. Here's another good prompt. Review my draft. Proofread this motion without changing my legal arguments, correct the grammar, improve organization, identify unclear sentences, and point out unsupported factual statements. The purpose would be to improve clarity while preserving your arguments. Fact check everything. The prompt would be, verify every legal citation, statute, quote text, and procedural rule referenced in this document. Tell me which ones should be independently verified before filing. The purpose would be to catch errors before they reach the court. And here's a bonus prompt. Ask me 20 questions about my foreclosure case that I may not have thought to investigate. This often uncovers missing facts, overlooked documents, or legal issues that deserve further attention. AI is like a flashlight. It helps you see farther, but it can't decide which path to take. That's why I always encourage homeowners to read the documents themselves, ask specific questions, verify every citation, and keep learning. Think critically. If you're going to prevail in your foreclosure, you must use AI responsibly and correctly. And I hope that this presentation was helpful to y'all out there fighting your foreclosure. And as always, everyone have a blessed day.